I'm not too much of a high spender, but I'm a little bit up there. I don't go too crazy because, believe it or not, it's a very, very expensive game, and it does not cater to. I'll be quite honest, to free to play. The reason why I go health instead of, let's say, for example, true capacity is, let's be quite frank, honest, Sneakyy. We go over here. Let's go to item box, right? We're gonna go our buffs. You're already getting true capacity boosts.
Mm-hmm.
You're already getting these offhand where you can invest in other gems. So what I did was what most of the players do, in my opinion, is, well, I do have several, but the major one that I will say is that, is migration.
Mm-hmm.
They need, I hope, I pray, Sneakyy, that the end of the month or the beginning of December, with the news that they will release, is that it's a positive one. We do need better migrational rules. We need more dynamic migration. Either server merges, they have to figure out. There's a lot of dying servers out there that need that.
Oh yes, today's guest is a moderator and a really good friend from Empire 35 that we got onto the channel to discuss obviously some formations and actually going into struggles of free-to-players and how he's been voicing his suggestions the best way he can through the official Discord method. So I think this is going to be an episode you guys ain't going to miss. You're going to love today's guest, Havoc. Let's dive in. And here we are, guys, episode 7 of Whale Insights, and actually it is episode 7. I know I made a little mistake technically on the last one. If you guys watched it, it was just a little error on my end because we have been doing so many of these and contacting many people. And one guest I've been asking for, and we've been trying to sort this out, but we keep being busy in different time schedules, is Havoc from Empire 35. So I'll let him introduce himself. Obviously, you can see the numbers on the screen, which already look impressive, but obviously the main man of today's episode.
Welcome. Thank you for having me, Sneakyy. Hi, everybody. I'm Havoc from server Kingdom 35. I've been playing AOEM for a long time, and I am naturally approach it from strategic points of view with testing formation, analyzing event design, evaluating balance, understanding how different systems impact us, both free to play and spenders. And yeah, I would like to share some real life gameplay experience and observations.
Hell yeah. Honestly, perfect. Honestly, because like I said, guys, what we're going to do, I've got all the stuff down. It's going to be a really good one. We're going to be obviously doing what we normally do, talk about some formations, which obviously Havoc is just going to go into in a moment. So you guys can obviously see what we're talking about. But then we're going to go down to some really cool, broader topics. Obviously, talking a bit about King Arthur, talking about the health of the game, like how we could fix rallies, for example, stellar matchmaking, and basically the dev column that says the way they are going to try and change this. So it'd be really interesting, I think, episode for everyone compared to, again, all the other episodes. We're approaching something from a different point of view and getting another take on it all. So with that, Havoc, do you want to talk about some formations? What you want to go over first?
Yeah,
or even heroes?
I don't mind talking about any formation heroes you want. Right now, I'm recalling one of my marches so I can set it up so you can see all the stats. Right now, I was kind of in my farming stage, trying to get some resources because, believe it or not, we are facing server 40.
Oh, it's be a juicy one.
It's gonna be devastating, but as you always know, we don't give up. We're here to have fun regardless of the outcome. First, before my troops recalling, I will give you a little preview. The first of my lineups that I really love because it was highly invested, and as everybody knows, King Arthur is not a cheap hero. From getting to level VIP 17 all the way to unlocking all 5 stars is a huge investment. Despite it being a strong and expensive hero, I can say I won't say it's worth the investment money, but the damage that it does, the anticipation where it performs in open field is very noticeable. I can say the least. It's very noticeable. My current lineup, which I combine it, is King Arthur, Mehmed II, and Lagatha. Mehmed II, for me, I chose it instead of, for example, Constantine or Tribunius because he provides sustainability to the lineup. And Lagatha does basically what Tribbiani does. She does damage amplification, and also she does defense penetration. That's what you want with King Arthur, is to penetrate those defenses, which he already does perfectly. Let me go ahead and equip them over here.
I'm loving it already. Imagine the Cyrus. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. I'm not too much of a high spender, but I am a little bit up there. I don't go too crazy because, believe it or not, it's a very, very expensive game, and it does not cater to, I'll be quite honest, to free to play. But I am a mid spender, to say the least, because as you can tell, my rings are level 30. I don't go too crazy on them, but let's get to it. King Arthur. Right now, I do have level 2 attack gems, health gems on him. Might level 2s for now. I have actives level 2s. As you can see,
that's so interesting. Sorry, that's just interesting already that you've gone on the gems, just because I don't know if you've seen it. Some people might have as well. The Timmy video recently to do with him fighting Empire 40, right? A lot of the same like powered players all run 3.5% health runs with some sort of attack. So I found it really interesting that you have the same kind of similar setup. Is there any like particular reason why you go for the 3.5 on 2 and a little bit of attack, or is it just because those are the gems you have at your disposal?
Well, believe it or not, I'm going to swap out all my attack gems on King Arthur for defense, percentage defense.
Interesting.
Reason being is King Arthur already, as he is, does ridiculous. Look at that knife. He already is a powerhouse. What you want is King Arthur to survive as long as he can on that open field, because he already penetrates defenses as it is. You're already getting that extra 10% active skill might damage from the mount system. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of nuts.
And this is just because I am not too highly invested on horses, but there are people that have, let's say, for example, let me see if I can find it. Let's say this. They will have the 10% might, and they will also have the 9% all type damage increase. That's already almost 20%.
Yeah, that's crazy when you get them stacked.
In reality, why would you need attack gems on it?
Yeah,
you want him to survive as long as he can to get that blessing of glory activation. You know,
that makes sense. I like it. Because it was one thing that was, like I said, has been brought up recently in other people's videos. So I thought, another one of you guys are doing it. Why ask you right now?
Yeah. So the reason being is, and health. Oh my God, the tankiness is incredible. You do want that tankiness. The reason why I go health instead of, let's say, for example, true capacity is, let's be quite frank honest, Sneakyy. We go over here. Let's go to item box, right? We're gonna go our buffs. You're already getting true capacity boosts. You're already getting these offhand where you can invest in other gems. So what I did was what most of the players do, in my opinion, is they're investing in health, and if they need to buff that true capacity, boom, they will invest. I already have 141. My 141 plus the 30% will increase to 184,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. At times 5, you already have 1 million troops on the field. What more do you want? Well, obviously, you want them to survive. So let's go ahead, put some defense gem, which I'm gonna swap out these to defense gem, and some health.
Yep, makes sense.
King Arthur is already a powerhouse lineup, combined with Madman with his Owls and Lament for recovery and damage reduction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perfect.
And you already have a lot of damage, and then you have Lagatha. You already know that Keen Arthur already one of his ability is to penetrate defenses, right?
Mhm.
He's already he penetrates defenses. On top of her, she also does the same thing. She ignores the percentage of your defenses.
Yep. Yep. It is. I
So
like
it's a
it. I
good
like it. Are you
combination.
excited then for obviously coming around the corner,
Oh,
Scipio, right?
about CPO,
Yeah,
100%. I'm excited. I cannot wait. It's already, as you can see, if it's on the wheel, I already have
yeah, he is
the
on the wheel,
numbers. I
bro.
already
He is
have.
on the wheel. Don't you worry.
I'm already ready to make those wheel falls off.
See,
I'm
guys,
excited for him.
it's not just the free to players and low spenders getting hyped for Scipio, guys. It's everyone. Everyone's getting.
It's everyone. So it's an anticipation I'm waiting for. So as you can see, let's go to our horses, our mount system. I'm not too heavily invested in mounts because, as you can say, I'm gonna say it here open freely. It's like a Russian roulette. It's like a casino. It's a big gamble.
Yep. Agreed.
And I am not too keen on a gambling system because it creates an addiction for people, and there's better ways to invest your money. This is for me as a slow way to grind. There's better ways to guarantee upgrades. For example, this is a guarantee upgrade. I can upgrade my rings. I will rather invest 100, $200 on rings instead of buying X amount of horses and praying to get that double damage or that triple traits, which is, it's not guaranteed. So for now, this is what I have. I have a 10% that might active skills on him. On MedMed, I also have, since he does recover troops, so every time he triggers a troop recovery, this will trigger this ability, which will reduce 4.8 damage reductions on my troops. That's very important. That means your lineup will survive a little bit longer. I do not pay attention too much to these traits
Attributes.
Right here.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, these attributes, because sometimes you don't get lucky and you can asphyxiate. I don't have the right might, or sometimes I'll just get siege or strategy, and it's for my, let's say, my might heroes. But the traits, the percentage traits, that's what I really want. I want that high percentage traits. I want those because it does look 13%. That's what makes the big difference,
Yeah, because I said that, like, if you're looking for mounts, you want to try and get your traits first, and then, if you keep breeding horses and you do get the same horse with the same trait, but it has the right attributes, where you just upgrade then, don't you? Because you've got the right attribute. That's how I look at it. So I like the fact that I think a lot of people like the fact that you're quite honest with the mount system, because it is a Russian roulette slot machine, and it just kind of shows. It just kind of shows, to the devs too, like, look, this system needs fixing because this is not a fun system for anyone, like literally anyone. So I just find it really, again, not like, refreshing in the aspect of you addressing it and showing it and just being perfectly honest with, like, I'm only literally going for the traits, I'm not investing silly money into something that can just literally get wiped out with one bad breed,
Correct. So that's my ideology about it, but many people are different. They want that perfect traits, those perfect attributes, and they will spend that, which is okay. This is why I like this community, because you got different types of people. You got your people that are conservatives that don't spend a lot. You got people that like to spend. It's okay. We cannot hate on who spends, who doesn't spend. You always run on your own pace, people. Do not try to catch up to anybody, because there's people that will outspend you. There's people that are more invested in you. Are just go on your own pace. If you find a blue that's good, stick with it. Don't go too crazy. I want that perfect purple, or you want that perfect gold. As you can see, my Keen Arthur has purples. I have my pikes with blues that have good. Look at this, good attributes. Good.
Yeah,
traits,
they're really good.
So for my Keen Arthur, I managed to get lucky. I got ratings on him.
You got the 1%.
Yes, the one thing that I will give somebody advice is don't chase the rabbit. Let's say, for example, these attributes rerolls, right?
Yeah.
in order for you to get to advance, you have to be very lucky. I tried probably like 3 times and I still stuck in blue. So what I've been doing is let's guarantee what is guaranteed, which is the intensification. Upgrade that to 60, and then once you get at to 60, try to re-roll to so you can go up, because I tell you right now, Sneakyy, this is also a gamble.
Yep, 100%. And this is the same thing, but you're preaching what I said when I first saw this. I said the same thing. I was like, because when you look at intensification and attributes reroll, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they literally use the same resource. So
yes,
look, like it's literally the same raw iron. So it's like, do you want to waste that raw iron on a potential increase, or do you want just a guaranteed increase? And every single time, the answer is always going to be a guaranteed. Like, you're laughing to yourself if you don't think it is. And don't get me wrong, guys, I know it might be a little bit difficult, maybe for a free-to-play player, not to get to level 20, but it might be the thresholds, because obviously you need the refined iron. But they've brought out new ways of obviously doing that, as you can see, with obviously Desert. I believe you can get refined iron as well, sometimes in the new Radiant Sea as a reward as well, which is kind of crazy. Yep. So, there is that opportunity there now. So it is going to be a bit of a grind, but I like the fact that you're doing the same thing. Get guarantees, don't chase dreams, basically.
Don't chase dreams, exactly. What I like that the development team has been noticing is that they are hearing our complaints a little bit, which in terms is good. They're adding more resources. For example, just as you mentioned, the raw irons, there's 3 places you can get it. The desert, obviously the mall, but and rally against tribes, and now, like you say, Radiant Sea. It's good that we're getting wars in our opinions in the community where we need more rewards. It's kind of hard to obtain some items when it's only being made available to spenders. It's not good. We want that player base that it's always heavily invested in gaming to get rewarded, not just people that spend. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And speaking about this again, intensification, it's really good at upgrade, because as you may know, it does give these stats 12.40% attack bonus. Health is always good. Like I told you, Sneak, look, health is very important. And hero damage. This is why I'm saying, let me push this instead of praying for a prayer, which just goes up to the level.
Yep, 100%. 100% agree with you, dude.
So, and then for this guy, for Mehmet, I also have, let's see here, I have the resistance, like I say, bringing that tankiness to that lineup, that damage reduction, and also making it possible to survive a little longer, because you want that Keen Arthur to activate that commander skills as much as he can.
I think this is true with any match, though. True. I made a recent Adornment guide video. You guys want to check it out. It's a long one, but look, you guys wanted some info about it. I went down the path where I said, similar to you, where it feels like most formations now are going to go down the path where, like your main commanders, if it's your King Arthur, your Mulan, your Cyrus, Lubu, whoever it's going to be, right? They have like an offensive based Adornment. Like it's all offensive based. So the special effect inside, obviously you go for more advanced hero skill damage. But then when you have Mehmed and maybe the other hero too, it just typically seems better to have like double defensive adornments, so you could run double resistance or resistance and natural selection and a few different ones like that. Is that the way you're leaning to then when it goes into your third hero, or have you gone for more damage too? Because technically Lagertha is a damage hero, so you could go down either way, right, with her.
Yes, you can go the other way, but I'd rather go damage for Lagertha because she does have good skills, which produces a lot of damage. So for her, that's why for now I equipped her with Scorching Flame, and all her abilities. Let me see. Let me check her gems. I haven't checked her gems in a while. As you can see, look, I started transitioning to defense gems.
Yeah.
So health, defense. She also has might. activations. I already have them level 2, level 1, excuse me. Some of them are level 2. I have to upgrade this, but it's a little expensive, Sneakyy.
Yeah, I know, dude. Don't tell me, man. I'm
Gems,
trying. I'm trying over here.
gems are to people. I'm telling you right now, if you can participate in all those events that give you those free gems, caravans, those are my go-to always. I get free gems. I dislike this event, but the reason why I like doing it for now is because of this. On Golden Expeditions, the store does provide a decent amount of gem chests. You see 150, that's big clutch. 10, it doesn't seem much, but on the long run, as time goes on, you start accumulating these bad boys, and I'm telling you, you will see the difference little by little.
Yep, 100% agree with that, mate. Those chests are clutch. Those ones are
Those
clutch.
chests are clutch. And I'm not saying this to keep you guys wrapped up, but I'm just giving you guys, hope that, hey, I'm a spender, and I'm telling you, here's the little things that matters that you can try to do to make your time go by and to keep you wind up in the game to have fun. That's why we all play, is to have fun. For Lagathar, as you can see, one of the mounts I have her active skill might damage increase for now. Like I said, look, Sneakyy again, might and siege. Even though it has siege, the trait itself, that percentage trait, is a must.
Yep.
It's a must. It helps you in the long run, and it's a red. It's very important. It's crazy that they added different levels to get you wrapped up.
Yeah, I find it crazy how you can. It's not even that. What I find crazy is on those traits, like you said, there's rarities of traits, but there's levels of those same rarities. So you could get 2 purple traits or 2 legendary traits that are both gallant, for example, or whatever skill we wanted to go for on the trait, and one of them could be down at a percentage like that's like 6.8% there, right? And another purple could be like 7.2% or 6.6%. So it's like, why?
So just to piggyback on you on that statement, look at this. Yeah, there's gold, right, people? It has 6.8% passive skill strategy damage, right? It's gold, as nice attributes, but guess what? The trait sucks. But when you come to this purple, my goodness, 10% turn-based damage, and also troop damage taken reduced by 2. This is
really good for like Otto or Ramcam. Like, it's literally built for them, right? Yep.
Exactly. But look at the attributes; they suck. But these traits outweigh anything else, And when you come here, you look at this, you'll be like 6%. Yeah, it has high attributes, but the trait sucks.
Yeah,
it is purple.
100%, dude. 100%.
So 100%, right? So this is my King Arthur, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the best one, but it's a work in progress. I'm running on my own pace. I try to do my best week by week because, believe it or not, they release more packs than they release update fixes or quality of life. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. You are right. It is what it is. Like, we have to live with that. Right. So, because we've gone through that King Arthur really well so far, and obviously if we can continue with it, don't worry. We are obviously, guys, going to be talking about some other really cool stuff to do with potentially where you might be using this King Arthur, which is in like swarming scenarios of rallies and maybe cities and all that jazz, right? Which is going to be really interesting to hear, like, a take from someone who does it, right? Because at the end of the day, from a lot of the community who are probably watching this, like, you're the villain of this, right? And Sates and like Karate and all the other big guys out there, right, who come out to play, and if you're not shielded, they're coming for you.
I'm a firm believer. I love saving battle reports when it comes to that. As you can see, I face karate, got decimated, of course. But I love saving these as a humbling experience to see that no matter how big you think you are, there's always a bigger shark in the sea.
Then there's the
Um,
megalodon.
and there's the megalodon herself. I saved it because I was very proud of this, But other than that, I'm pretty sure she will wreck the living crap out of me right now. But yes, indeed, there's big megalodons. There's people that as you can see. Look at these battle reports. I love saying it because it's a. Look at this Sneakyy 187. That's what I'm telling you. You do not need to get true
It's
capacity gems,
ridiculous.
people.
It's ridiculous.
Invest in health gems. I'm giving you my experience. This was when I was pretty low. Right now, as you can see, let me pull out the troop right here. Let's just put it right here. Oh yeah, you can see my $3,000 skin.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Bad decision. It was a bad choice. Oh, look at these stats: 144 health. Obviously, my counterpart, which is Rice and Shine, he has probably 180. I think it is ridiculous.
180% health.
Yeah, health, yes. And this is because, let me show you real quick, a little preview, a little sneaky link. I'm not trying to, expose my lines, but this is for you guys. This is for research purposes. I want you guys to be better to see what.
Bro, his King Arthur is literally like not even. He's literally like 10 million power, the equivalency of my entire city, mate. Like, what the hell is that?
Oh man! So this is what level 50 rings,
and he's using Divine Warrior, bro. I love how he's using the new ring.
Yeah, this he is. Don't worry, Tribiana isn't gonna replace. He just has it there for shits and giggles. Oh, excuse me, I don't know if I can.
No, it's good. Don't you worry, mate. We swear here.
This is what potentially I want to aim for, but a little like I said, there's levels to spending. I'm a little, mid spender. He's obviously a high spender. He's passionate about the game, which I love. He's the one that keeps me pushing. So, there's different levels. This one, I think it's like 180 health. It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
It's night and day difference between how well your marches will survive.
Yeah.
This is my King Arthur. Pretty sure you want to see a secondary one. I don't know what
it's up to you. It's up to you. Do you want to go down a second march, or do you want to?
I'll go to a second march.
Yeah, go for it. I think everyone loves it. They love just hearing everyone's.
Everybody loves a good pike lineup, but let's do a little bit different right now because everybody say, oh yeah, it's Cyrus or the ability side. No, let's go something different. Let's go to our one and only Lubu. Let's do a little Lubu march. The reason why I want to go over is because, as anybody know, we're getting a new Cavalry hero upcoming season, or is it?
Yep, Zhao. I think it is. So yep, it should be Zhao Yun. Should be coming in season 6.
I don't even think. Do they have it here? No. They haven't. I guess those leaks.
I'm all about them leaks.
Finally, Attila's getting replaced. He has been an OP season 1 hero. Is that if I'm not mistaken, Sneakyy?
Yeah, he's from the beginning of time. Day 3. Day 3 he comes out, and I can confirm this since I started my free-to-play player account, and I was even shocked when that happened to me.
Jesus. So yeah, the reason why I picked Lubu, because for the longest before these OP pikes came out, dominated now, everybody was rocking Lubu. Lubu was a decimator in the field. His AoE damage was subpar with his critical strike damage. Yeah, and I feel like he's still good unless he runs his face first into a pike march.
Yeah.
As you can see right now, it's not that strong. It's a little 45 million-ish power. I'm still rocking that Ring of Daisy.
Everyone does.
I've tested it with Radiant Guardian, and still Ring of Daisy still outperforms that ring, even though it is a gold ring. I'm telling you, people, do not chase just because it's gold, it's better. No, go by numbers, go by stats, and see how your marches performed. I usually slam my marches into some tribes, see what the damage is, see how it is. Lately, I'm gonna give people some tips about it. You can always go. I usually go to the events. I usually go to Supply Depot, and I do re-challenges. I toss them right there to see how many activations I get, how much your damage is. It's a good way to test your heroes.
Mhm.
I cannot advocate more. It's always test your heroes, do something fun, to keep your mind occupied. So let's get into it. Right now, I'm rocking Lubu. Um, I'm racking attack gems, some health gems, some level 1 mites, not too crazy. Like I said, gems are really expensive.
Yep.
They're high
They're the true
investments.
long game. They're the true long game,
Yeah,
I feel
they're the
like.
true long game, yes. Some secondary strike level 2s, and, one of each as always. Um, reason why I have attack gem, I don't think I will change it to defense, is because Lubu is an AoE glass cannon. You want him to get that perfect proc. You want Attila to proc that to get to Lubu to hit that critical strike damage. You will notice that big gash and damage in the field once that activation goes.
Mhm.
I run in right now with this nice mount. I rolled the perfect mount. I'm happy with it. Gives you an increase of 13.5 critical strike damage. Don't get it confused
Ridiculous.
with critical strike chance. This is critical strike damage. You want damage, right? You want that amplification. It's ridiculous. And as you can see, I did not care much for the attributes, but I managed to get a red, and that percentage is nice.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm not a big spender. It is level 1 because this to get these is not that easy, and
Yep.
I am not spending a whole buttload of money on that. I'll tell you right now. I want to see some changes before I do some investment. There's a lot of need fixing that this game needs before I invest heavily. But I went for this item for now because, I want damage out of my Lubu. I didn't
Yeah.
go defense. I want damage. And for the Adornment, I have for now Cloud Piercer. Ideally, it's kind of hard to get it because it's a gamble. I do want Boiling Blood, which provides, if I'm not mistaken, deals critical strike damage, recovers units with your troops. So
Yep. You are right. That is it.
you really want Boiling Blood. It's very good. And to get those gold, I'm telling you right now, people, it's not easy.
No.
It's really not easy to get those items. So go on your own pace, okay? Let's see what else I have. Timur. Timur is a very good addition to the lineup because at the end of the day, Lubu is a little bit glass cannon. You want that sustainability. So I'm glad Timur came out. He has one of Temper Steel, which gives troop recovery and also reduces damage for your lineup to see that little survivability in enough time for Lubu to release his commander skills. All right. It's very important. And then obviously I'm running a little bit of more tanking, like I said, Tranquil Water for now to reduce more damage. So that's 15.17% plus the 5 that he gets from Temper Steel. That's low 20-ish.
Yep.
I'm not highly invested in rings because, oh my God, Sneakyy, just to get to level 40.
It's a lot.
God.
It's a lot.
even level 50, it's a lot. And then here comes the horse. I have again more damage reduction. I'm stacking on damage reduction because again, Lubu is a glass cannon. You want it to produce as much as that critical strike damage and reduce those troops to decimate them. I do have. Let's see what I have here.
Lifesaver.
Oh,
Intimidation.
Yeah. Intimidation. Again, it's not ideal.
See, I want to know if this works in rallies, because it only says only effective in world battles, but does that classify as rally battles? Because they are in the
No, I
world.
think world battles, I believe it's open field battles.
Okay.
But it's a garbage attribute. I was aiming for resistance. Again, more damage reduction. But the real one I wanted to get was the one that's called Rally, which is once the hero gets mounted, it launches 12. If the hero launches 12 no more attacks, it reduces their skill damage by I think it's 15%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty good, but it's very hard. It's a gold. And you know how hard it is. You know how many times you have to reroll. Again, it's a gamble.
Yep.
It's a gamble.
The gambles, the slot machines never end.
never ends, but it keeps the people going.
Yeah, keeps them going, keeps them hungry, as they think. See, I like this. I like fierce. Fierce is nasty.
I got my Attila here. I finally got this ring to 40. It took me a while. It only took me a year, right? Again, I do play on my own pace. I do not chase the dream. Always play on your own pace, because if not, you got to put yourself in debt. You don't want that. You want to play on your own pace. So I finally got this ring to 40. The gems are health. You see 3.5s. I'm running those health gems. Nice. Might. I have no more attack damage, and all 3 of the gems that I have on my boots. I managed to roll a good purple ring. Mount. I have normal attack damage by 22.5%.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And this was my first gold attribute reroll. As you can see, I finally got Chainslayer, which is perfect for Attila because it does give good attributes. It increases the next hero skill damage by 5.5%, stacking 2 times. That means that's what, 10%? And that damage stacks to Lubu. So that means your Lubu is even more stronger. Holy crap. That's something. So this is what I'm running for now. Let me see if I can show you in the open battle how he looks. A little pony. There you go.
So I was going to say, are you still rocking the elephants? Have you had a look at the camels yet?
I be honest, I'm going to tell everybody, once they did that, I got so disappointed because they had to at least adjust the pricing on this. Because as you can see, I'm going to show everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody sees this.
Yeah.
Just to get one, it's 2,000.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Imagine so it's from 6 to 7 is 2,000. What is going to be 7 to 8?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. That's the same attitude I said. I don't want to know. So for now, what I'm doing is I did what is priority to me in terms of how I can perform. I went straight into completing all this, completing my Hall of Wisdom, Hall of Power. I completed all this. Then I moved on to the next best thing. I did Shelter, which is health. Look, I got 10% more health. I did defense. I went to attack, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Then I'm slowly working. This is all slowly working towards completion. I am not buying. I'm not purchasing no tokens because it's not worth it. In my opinion, you can easily grind these. You can easily go here, go to your challenges, right? Go to the explorations. You can do some exploration. There you go. You can get 12. Easy grinding. You don't have to kill yourself. And then also, I believe
there it is.
They released Battlefield Legends. You can get, I think, what is it, 200 a week?
Yep.
Yes, to another 200. You can grind these easily, people. Don't overwhelm yourself thinking, I'm never going to catch up. There's other ways. They are implementing some events where you can get a few things. Do not feel overwhelmed. As you can know, the next update, they are revamping. I've been so outspoken about this.
Yeah, I was about to ask about this.
The Merit Store, people. Yes, they heard your voices. I'm so happy that they're going to revamp this. For now, they started not resetting it daily in terms of your merits. But they're resetting the store daily, which is good. The next update, they're supposed to add more items, more attempts, allegedly. I have to say allegedly because I'm a firm believer. Until I don't see it,
Yeah.
I don't believe it, Sneaky. I
Yeah.
don't believe it.
I'm the same. I'm the same.
Yeah. So I'm happy that they're going to revamp the store. It's very good. There's a lot of stuff that needs updating, but we won't get into that now. We won't bore you with the details. I want to keep this positive for you guys. This is my Lubu March. As you can see, look at this.
150% is so nice, man.
God. It's so nice. It can go even better if once I level all those stats that I just showed you. But this is what you can potentially be. I'm pretty sure this will go up to 200% once you get everything up and ready, but that's going to take another year.
Yeah, that sounds crazy, 200%. I think everyone who's just been listening just says, you say you can get 200% health? Like, it's just ridiculous, man.
It's ridiculous, but that's my Lubu. Reason why I run Lubu, and I like instead of pikes. You know, I could have gone through pikes, but I'm pretty like they're overplayed. Lubu is fast, it's aggressive, high burst, and and people, as you may know, the fight ends fast, quickly with proper gear. So if you have a nice, strong Lubu, you will be dominating the field, unless there's some pikes there lurking in the bushes for you.
Hell yeah. It's true, because I think that's like, even for myself, like as a free-to-play player, you got to think you can even just run, right, Lubu with Guan Yu and Attila until Timur comes out all the way in season 4, and that match still slaps just because of how good Lubu is in the open field, which I find absolutely crazy that you can run that. And it's great in rallies, it's great in the open field, it's great in literally all content. So it just feels like for free to players, it's like a no-brain match. Like you should be picking up. Honestly, guys, like I'm doing it myself. Like even my new free to play account, I'm doing it. So we got Belly here. What you want to talk about, Belly? Yeah.
I was just going to show you guys that if you like people, a lot of people are not very knowledgeable when it comes to heroes in terms of whether it's good for open field, which is good for rally. I just want to show this one. I usually toss this in rallies. Belisari does super fantastic in rallies. So I don't know if you have a guide or anything like Sneakyy, but to talk about what hero works in what, for example.
Yeah, I'm aiming for that. It's soon. It's going to be more rally versus open field. Marches, yeah.
A lot of people have asked, what is it Cyrus Commander? Is it Vlad Commander? Well, I like Vlad is very good 1v1 open field, and Cyrus does fantastic in rallies.
Right.
Just to toss that little knowledge out there. My Cyrus is not that strong, but it gets the job done. I'm working for the next level 40 ring for now, which is my boar. It takes a while because these things are a little expensive. I don't chase the dream. I just, I try to keep up as best as I can. I did manage to level this new Celestial Spark to level 20 for now because I'm trying to see what's the big hype is about, but for now it's pretty decent. Yeah, it's about it. Cyrus is pretty good, but it's not my goat. It's not my favorite. You already know my King Author is my favorite. That's my baby. It was a very high investment. So yeah.
Hell yeah, no. I think everyone honestly appreciates what you've showed so far, because like I say, some people don't like to go super in depth, and some people are a bit sketchy about it, but I like the fact that you've shown what you've shown, the fact that you obviously given opinions, and the fact that, like, as you've said multiple times, and I think people should have hopefully got this from the whole segment, is like, go at your own pace, right? You don't have to chase, as he says, like dreams. Like if you're going to work on one march, just work on that one march. Don't try to do 2, 3, 4, 5 things, because if you do that, you're gonna obviously set yourself behind, unless you're like me, who's been a content creator and trying to obviously help everyone and get everything covered. But for the most part, right, you need to be focused. As long as you're focused, you're going to be good. So with that, should we move on to the next topic? Because I see you're on Riding Grounds. I don't know what you want to talk about with Riding Grounds, but maybe it's some of the features that maybe you dislike about Age of Empires Mobile, which you hopefully we'd like to see fixed in, like, you know, like some of your future visions of the game, right?
Right. So, with the introduction of the balance system, it did set another gap between free to play and spenders. Um, it's not bad because it's a way for you to also find better ways to become stronger, strategize, and stuff like that. But it could be better. I don't. One of the less like I don't approve is that it's like a Russian roulette. It's a gamble. It creates, um, it's basically for me, it's like a casino. You gotta hit, you gotta get lucky at one point. What I mean by that is like the breeding center. When I'm breeding horses, let's go ahead. Let's go with my idol. Let's say I have these two. I'm gonna add it over here, an example, and breed, hoping for the best. I'm gonna sacrifice two reds in the hopes to get another red. No, it tosses you, let's say, for example, a blue one or a purple, and you'd be like, oh crap, I just gambled two perfectly reds to get nothing in return. So they need to better provide better odds of you getting better rewards when you're doing high risk in terms of investment into your breeding center. Another thing is animal research. Believe it or not, this is a highly investment. It reminds me of when tokens came out. It discouraged me because you'd be like, oh, more ways to spend.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say about this. What's your thoughts on it? Because obviously, I've had a few different whales talk about like how, for the most part, as most people should, like go left side just to get that intro, you know, horses, so they can get them good horses. And then say you are like a normal player, right, and you've only got one formation, so you found 3 good horses, then would you just suggest like going to the right then and just going for the attributes? Because why you keep gambling when you've already got the goods, right?
That's a very good question, Sneakyy. So, in my personal opinion, and I'm gonna give you my mentality in terms of spender and also free to play. If you're free to play, you have one march. What I'll usually do, if you can, if you're free to play, if you have one march, try to 3 out of 5. Try to get to the very end so you can unlock. Obviously, where is it? Where the hell is it to unlock it? It's to unlock the bloodline, all that stuff. As you can see, I did not even go this far. I did 5 out of 20. I really don't need that much because after that, you're just wasting money. You know, try to get 3 out of 5. You're free display. You got 1 to 2 good lineups, and after that, if you get, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get lucky with horses. Regardless, it's a gamble. It's how big the percentage is. It's 1.8%, but that's not huge. That's not a big difference. But let's say you run horses. No, excuse me. Let's say you run swords and pikes. That 50% does a big difference. That 15% defense does a big difference. 8% health does a big difference.
Yeah.
Or et cetera, et cetera. This makes a big difference. Let's say let's
units.
Let's push forward. All types units. This does a big difference. This is 15% as well once it goes max. This as well. Look at this. So let's say you're running swords, you're pushing all the way through. Look at this, all defense. So I believe we're going the right side. If you just have 1 to 2 marches, try to max out what pertains to you, so you can make a big difference in the open field, or so you can see a big change in your investment. That's what I basically did. I did go a little bit far with 5 out of 5, but that was when I found out, like, wait a minute, this is not making a big difference. This is just a big gamble. It's just I'm clicking. Out of 500 rolls, I only got 1 gold.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Look at this, brutal. Look at that, 3 rolls and that gold got blue. That's what I'm saying. It's not a big difference. And then look at these odds. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they definitely need to sort this system out. I don't know what it is, but To me, it feels like an easy fix, even just to do with the traits. It just feels like if you put, say, 2 traits together, it should be almost as similar as the adornments, where it says, look, if you've got 2 blues, you can't go down to like gray, for example. You've already got blue, you know? Like, you either keep blue or you go up to purple. And like, if you have to get, 2 blues to get a purple, then 2 purples to get, a legendary, and 2 legendaries to get the mythic, like, so be it. People will grind that, right, to make it work over randomly hoping it doesn't go down or up, right?
True. The one good thing they did, which I like, is every time you breed, you do get insight points. All right, that's a good thing. Hopefully they'll increase a little bit more. Right now, I think it's 10 to 15 insight points, depending on the rarity of the horses. That's a good thing. I spoke. I put in my opinion about, hey, as you know, you included, let's say, for example, the tokens in the expiration is already possible way to add some insight points for the free to play. They're hopefully they think about it. This will help a lot of free to plays, honestly, because I'm a very outspoken person in the community. As you can see, I'm very heavily outspoken.
Yeah.
Because I'm a player first, and I'm a gamer, so I hear people's concerns and I resonate with them, because at the end of the day, I want those people to have fun as I have fun when I spend, because without the free to play, without the community, this thing would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah. 100%.
So it does need a little bit fixing. Again, even this system, the adornments, oh my God, this is expensive. When you craft, to get that lucky special effects, look at the percentage, 1%, Jesus Christ. And then the rest is 12. So it needs a little bit, betterment, but it's just got released. Hopefully, when the future comes in nearby, they will implement some changes. The only good thing, let's say if you craft one, you can always go to item, you can always dismantle, and you get 5 back out of the 10 you just spent. It's something,
Yeah.
It's something.
So with that, I was going to say, because we're getting up to the hour mark, right? I do want to ask like one major question before maybe like we wrap things up for everyone. And it is basically, what is maybe like your number one like major concern like with the game? Like, what is the one major concern that you feel like if the devs could fix this issue or fix this problem, like the actual health of the game will be greatly, just vastly better, right? And this could be, like you said, maybe the mount system, it could be rewards, as you've been speaking so far on, it could be to do with PvP. What would you say is like the major concern for you, which probably like, for Age of Empires Mobile?
Well, I do have several, but the major one that I will say is that, is migration. They need, I pray, Sneakyy, that the end of the month or the beginning of December, with the news that they will release, is that it's a positive one. We do need better migrational rules. We need more dynamic migration. Either server merges, they have to figure out. There's a lot of dying servers out there that desperately need players, and either a server merger or bigger cap on power or something. They need to figure that out. I'll toss also another thing is system rewards. That needs to be improved even more. And right now with the 1.19 update, I'm glad they did this. They're finally adding mercenaries to your garrisons. Isn't that great?
Should be. I'm gonna be honest on it. I'm a little bit on the fence. I think it's good for the bigger players, but I don't think it matters for someone like myself. I'm gonna be real, because like if I don't have max like mercenary tech and someone does, like I already feel that on the open field. That's not gonna change on the city side of things. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
I
understand what you're saying.
maybe I trade the tiniest bit better, but I just don't think like that actually fixes the issue. It seemed with like how people are kind of hyped about like some of the rally changes, and it's like, well, I don't think like increasing the amount of people that can enter a rally is gonna fix the issue, because it's just like, well, if they're the same power level as myself, like someone like you technically has more lambs to eat, you know what I mean? Like you're a wolf out there and I'm feeding you more lambs in a bigger pack, right? And obviously
Right.
you're gonna enjoy that more. So I'm a little bit like you, where I am waiting to see it get implemented, because when I see it get implemented, then I'll give, like honest feedback. But until it's there, I'm still kind of a bit hesitant on it. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand your concern. I 100% agree with you. But the thing is, sometimes we have to be a little bit patient, because at the end of the day, they do it at their own pace, instead of, we can voice 100 things, and out of the 100 things voice, either probably like 10 things get answered. That's why sometimes I like pushing buttons, because I'm like, hey, we need this, when this is coming. Because as many as know, I'm very, very part of the AOEM mobile Discord community. And I do voice my opinion. And if everything that I see wrong, I do let the higher ups know, hey, what's going on? This sucks. I am very outspoken, because at the end of the day, I want what's best for this community. I am very, very avid that this can change. It just needs more, more convincing, a little bit more pushing.
Yeah.
AOEM has in the end of the day, I want it to reach its full potential. The foundation is strong, but some systems need to be updated to match today's player base, like fixing rewards, fixing matchmaking, communication. The hero pacing will go a long way. It should not take a person $1,000 on the advent wheel to level 5 to 5-star hero. That's unrealistic.
I think there's a lot of stuff too with like even the things that you're saying with pacing, like even when it comes to like the exploration, right? If you look at other games, like especially like games that I would consider like gameplay wise worse than Age of Empires Mobile, like King Shot and like Whiteout Survival, you look at their exploration, which is the exact same thing as what we're doing. They can earn like 3 different legendaries, maybe 4 different legendaries as they play, and it's not just like 1 medal for each one. Like you can get 2 to 4 depending on how many you do, right? Because it's at the end of the day, they realized progression for games like this, the heroes are always going to keep coming. So why are you being a little bit stingy about it, not letting people get that pace that's needed to keep up with just being able to play the game at like a functional level? Do you know what I mean? Without needing everything else on top to just get through the bare minimals.
Right. I highly agree on that. But hopefully something will change, for the sake of, the longevity of the game. Um, anything, any little opinion, any little outburst in the community is well heard. I'm very passionate about the community, and I'm committed to giving real, honest feedback to anybody. I don't care if it pisses people off, or as long as our voices is being heard. As you can see here, look at it. I have these 4 here. I have not even unlocked, because the speed of how heroes are being released is like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. I can't keep up. Yeah. Any other questions, my brother?
I was going to ask you if you got anything else you want to say before, because we are coming up to the 1 hour mark, so it's one of them.
Yeah. Just to wrap up the issues, AOM has a lot of potential to grow, but it's us that keeps the community going. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Keep playing as best as you can. I know it's heavily tied to how much you invest, but in the day, we all came to play Age of Empires not because of the way this mechanism is going, is because we fell in love with the nostalgia of how Age of Empires used to be. That's, at least it was for me. I used to love to farm, to build, a town center, build barracks, and attack the next, enemy down the street. That's what Age of Empire was to me. Not this, but I stayed for the nostalgia and because of all the friends that I met here in Age of Empire. Believe it or not, I met good people, and that is what it is for me. And I hope it's a lot for you guys. Please don't be shy to hit me up. I'm Havoc from Server 35. I'm also a moderator on the Age of Empire mobile. If you have any questions, any advice you guys need in terms of lineups, in terms of how to properly adjust your citadels, or everything you need, I'm always here. As you can see, I run gathering. I do everything as best out the mods that I can for the best gameplay in the game. So, if anything, please don't hesitate to reach my DMs.
Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, I want to say for today, it's been a pleasure. It's been so fun, and thank you for your time. For giving all the advice, giving info on all the formation, and honestly, just like be keeping it honest with people. Not chasing stuff. Keep playing for the reasons that is like the community, right? Because that is one of the biggest things I think, even myself, why I'm still making content and I'm still playing a game is because of how supportive the community is. And I do think, like you, the future for this game has that light. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. It's just like, we have to wait for it and hope for the devs that maybe, I don't know, they might watch these series. Who knows? It might be funny if a random dev does.
Do watch the series because they do a lot of their research. Hence why, in my opinion, I don't speak back about the developers because at the end of the day, it's not their fault. They are catering to objectives, and at the end of the day, we are not in their shoes and they're not in ours. They will probably don't understand us and we don't understand them. But what I would love, hopefully in a future episode, if they do look at these series, hopefully they sit down with you, one of the developers, especially Peter, to see if they can do a one-on-one interview to see, to get the mind of an AOM player, so they can better understand us.
100%. I think that's what everyone wants. I'll be frankly, if we complete obviously season 1, season 2, and season 3 of these whale insights, where as people will know, in season 2 we're going for free to plays, and season 3 we're going for more merit earners. So technically we might have you back on in season 3, Havoc. It'd be so fun. I think everyone would love it. So if Peter could come on and just chat and just give us some direction, and maybe we could understand each other's philosophy and get maybe like a timeline, right? Something just some simple as an actual timeline where maybe they go, look, maybe in 6 months' time, we hope we can get these, right? It's just like basics that we want communicated to us, basically, as a community. Right. So honestly, I think it's been a fun one, dude. It's been great. And guys, you know what to do. Put in the comment section down below how much you love Havoc. It's been, I think, a real insight to see some King Arthur info, to see obviously the Lubu info, see the information to do with difference on rallies on the field and open field, talking about the mount system, talking about all the technically like struggles of Age of Empires Mobile, and the simple fact of don't keep chasing the biggest players, which I think a lot of people fall in the trap of. They see me, they might see Cigarm, they might see some other big content creators that they love to watch and feel like they need to chase what they're doing and always try and get the next big thing instead of just enjoying their account, focusing up on one thing and just getting it completed and technically just playing a game with the community that they build with. So with that, guys, you know what to do. Check out in the description down below for obviously the Eneba link. Anything you do on there supports the channel directly, and smash like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next episode, guys, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.